everybody. Welcome to the WWE Road to Backlash. That's Mike. I'm John. Take it away, dude.
Hi, everybody. Michael Paul back with you. I know a lot of times I say I don't have a lot of news, but I do actually happen to have news in this case, and that is that we are in day 4 of the trial of Sean P. Diddy Combs. There's not a lot to talk about right now, but I will say, I think I misspoke the other day. It's not sexual assault that Sean Combs is being accused of. It is sex trafficking. Now, I don't really want to take the time to distinguish between the two. I will do that on a later broadcast. But the bottom line is, it's sex trafficking that Sean Combs is being accused of, not sexual assault. As you can see, I don't have my power chair right now. And so before anybody asks, because the chair is dead, it needs to be repaired. It's going to be repaired on Tuesday, hopefully. So I have to tolerate a few more days with it. A week from tomorrow. Yes, Kristen, we know you're here. Thank you. A week from tomorrow, we will return to you with AEW Collision. They're still doing basketball for one more week tomorrow night, but we will be with you tomorrow night for WWE Backlash, which will start at 6 Central on Peacock. And with that, my good nights to my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin. Thank you all for being such a wonderful part of my life. I love you all so much. You've been nothing but good to me from day one, and I love each and every single one of you. You have been a blessing and a treasure in my life. Thank you so much for being part of it. Mwah. Good night, my angels. And with that, we are now half an hour into SmackDown. So thank you for being with us. And let's go now to Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore.
Why would they say anything to him? He quit 2 weeks ago.
We're about a half hour in.
Now.
Can you look this up for me?
Sure.
Together. Welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. Wasting no time. Damian Priest is into the ring. So much ahead with him tonight and always pushed hard at backstage.
Damien, I know you're about to head out there in just a moment for a massive tag team match tonight, but tomorrow night you also have a massive fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship at Backlash. How are you feeling about all this?
You know, I was good with just getting my hands on Drew McIntyre. But now the idea that I can become a 2-time United States champion and get to McIntyre, that sounds pretty... There he is. My man, I wish you all luck in the world. But here's what you got to think about. I'm in that match too, and anybody who gets in the way between me and my
US champion the first time?
I think it was back in 2021.
What I'm worried about is tonight, and tonight,
So it was a
it's
while
me,
ago.
it's you, it's Solo, it's Fatu, and what we gonna do? You know, I'm glad you brought that up. We're facing 2 of the baddest men in this entire roster. Now, I'm not worried about me having your back. I'm concerned about you having mine. You know, I came in here with a clear conscience thinking trust wasn't an issue, but now that you're saying that alarm bells are starting to go off, sound a little sus. I'll make you a little deal. If you got my back, I got yours. You regret it, because if you do dirt, you get dirt. Don't make me give you dirt. Let's do the thing. Somebody give my music. Yeah.
Is there any way you can push me up?
Like, lift you up?
Yeah. Like, go behind me and... Actually, that works. Thank you.
Sorry. But yeah, it did.
No, I said that works. Thank you.
Introducing first from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, L.A. Knight. Right there 3 weeks ago, went to war at WrestleMania with Jacob Fatu. Now a weekend where L.A. Knight can settle so much, and of course tomorrow at Backlash, it's on.
Fatal four-way for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu in his first defense, and what a defense it will have to be against three of the best. The megastar L.A. Knight, Damian Priest, and of course Drew McIntyre. One extremely physical match coming up tomorrow at Backlash.
That is streaming on Peacock live tomorrow night.
Here we go. Damian Priest.
No. Are you sure? Yeah, it is. I almost thought it was Shinsuke.
Or Undertaker.
No, because if it was Undertaker, you would have heard the bells go. And then,
From New York City, weighing in at
and then either he would have come out in the black robe, or he would have come out on the bike.
The unique pairing with Knight and Damian Priest teaming up to start off this explosive edition of SmackDown. Of course, tomorrow night, that fatal four-way that we mentioned, announced from New York City specifically to be honored in the Bronx, where Priest was given the honor of finding out that next Saturday he's going to be inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame. Well done, Priest. Going to have a street named after him.
Hero in the Bronx, a hero on the island of Puerto Rico, and that hero worship will only grow further if Damian Priest is successful in his pursuit of the United States Championship tomorrow night at Backlash. However, there's a lot we've got to get through before that match is on deck.
Great scene here at the Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio. Friday Night SmackDown. Massive crowd roaring immediately. Knight and Priest ready for a big challenge. And even more massive star power is arriving right now. Jade Cargill is here in Ohio. Tonight a big showdown to see who
Oh, you're in Ohio.
Women's Championship. She's earned her way to the top. Oh, throwing that bottle right at Naomi's face.
You're in Ohio, the Miz's
But
hometown.
Nia Jax
And my
is
stepdad.
back, and she's determined to get that number 1 contender status as well. Jade Cargill and Nia Jax, that's tonight.
What happened to your stepdad?
He died.
Oh, your mom and your
And the
stepdad.
fatal four-way tomorrow.
They need to
And
put
your
that
dad
to
was
one
an asshole.
side this evening. You can
Yeah.
beat opponents tomorrow night, that's fine, but tonight, first of all, is about survival.
Why do you think you sing about my dad being an asshole?
Because you explained to me how he was.
He's been an asshole.
And only a real true asshole would treat their kid like that. I was going to say, especially having a child with a disability, but in my mind, disability really shouldn't matter. You don't do your kids like that, disability or not.
Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa and Wade. Let's remind everyone what's happened with
I
Fatu
don't
the last
like
couple weeks
Solo
on SmackDown.
Sikoa like I used to. But you know who my favorite wrestler is? The one right behind him. Him.
Solo?
No.
Or Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob.
Taking out all
Well, I saw
Kurt
Solo in
as he
there
is
for a
toxic
second,
arriving
that's why.
here on SmackDown. Now, last week, LA Knight and Priest attempted to sort out their issues in ring. That was when Solo Sikoa hit the scene and decided to take down both men. But things went badly for the former enforcer Priest and LA Knight teaming up to take down Sikoa with a BFT. That until once again the United States champ Jacob Fatu hit the scene and again wrecked all comers. Is this a sign to come for what's going to happen tomorrow night at Backlash? Another emphatic statement from the champ Jacob Fatu.
I thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu teamed up with Drew McIntyre.
Because it comes with so much more to it, it seems, since WrestleMania. But there is an atmospheric change.
Oh, they're starting with an actual match. They usually start with in-ring promos and stuff like that. And they set the match up.
Title as if it's a choker necklace. And look at right away, we talked about the potential for just this odd pairing in the Discord as to who's going to start the match between Priest and LA Knight. And with that solo attacks.
I'll tell you right now, I had a really good feeling about LA Knight and Priest being mature enough to put their issues to one side. You heard that pep talk in the gorilla area right before the match. It was terrible. It tells you immediately these two guys want nothing to do with each other tonight. And that is why Solo Sikoa has immediately been able to capitalize. Big mistake from Knight and Priest right off the bat.
Priest fights his way out of a potential Samoan drop and comes back with a big kick. Always a great striker is Damian Priest with the right hand.
A massive amount of power, but more importantly than that, a massive amount of range, and he knows how to use it. A guy that size, you often see people as long and rangy as Damian Priest working smaller in that ring. He certainly makes all the most of his physical gifts.
Powers at just over 6'5" in there against Solo Sikoa.
What I like about Damian Priest, gives himself the street game because he doesn't mind getting down and dirty in the trenches, can go to war with anybody, and now he's about to go old school.
Old school cross-body tight-roping. And Damian Priest, as he finally settles in and takes control, look at that stare.
But in 2K25, Michael, Jacob's the face while Solo's the heel.
Cobwebs on the outside, but otherwise a fasto Solo.
Off the steel steps comes flying in Damian Priest.
Priest has got that speedy focus in his eyes, wide up. You gotta do something to get stupid. Do something.
Oh! Just as Priest was engaged. Listen again.
You're gonna eat that, because that's my title tomorrow. We're not there tomorrow.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet.
Dish. It all comes down to you.
Yes, Chef. Yes, Chef. Monday on NBC and Peacock.
So there is your newly minted United States champion, Jacob Fatu. He's in tag team action paired with Solo Sikoa against Damian Priest and LA Knight with that Discord pairing up. This is what happened while we were away when they took complete control against Priest as Fatu came flying in way.
Damian Priest really hasn't looked the same since, and the story of this match so far has been a team in Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu taking on 2 individuals in Damian Priest and LA Knight, and it's been going about as well as you would expect against these 2 savages, Sikoa and Fatu.
And tomorrow, a Backlash streaming on Peacock. It'll be a fatal 4-way for the U.S. Championship. And as Fatu looks to defend against Drew McIntyre, but Damian Priest and LA Knight. So tag team partners tonight, a tenuous relationship there. But tomorrow, 2 of the 4 in there for the U.S. Championship.
See the game had changed that for Damian.
Oh, he's not around.
Finally looking for the tag because he needs out there in the worst way, but LA Knight was dropping a cheap shot from Sikoa. I don't think Priest saw it.
And a Samoan drop.
And that's not going to help tensions between Priest and Knight.
Nor for tomorrow with the wear and tear that Damian Priest is now taking for an extended period of time.
And things are looking really good here for Jacob Fatu, especially as he watches 2 of his 3 opponents from last night getting dropped time and again by Solo Sikoa.
I missed something here. How did LA Knight end up on the ground?
Sosa Cole just knocked him down on the ground.
Would be the top representative of his family. He's the likes of the Usos and Roman Reigns as yesterday's icons. Look at him heralding a new era of Samoan dominance in his own image.
Well. Look who
So much damage.
decided to crawl back his ass back in WWE.
Who's that?
Alberto Del Rio.
No fucking way.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you more later when the next commercial comes
Well,
on.
no, I mean, so is he?
Oh, I know why. Hold on. Let me go to a Snackton Hotel since my phone died.
But instead, Priest fires out of that corner.
Yeah, and he had to. That was game over there. Solo Sikoa looking to go for the kill, close this thing down, but it was an ember left burning inside Priest, and he finally needs to make this
Look
tap
at the faces and heel.
LA Knight. Here he comes. A few weeks ago, these two were toe-to-toe in Vegas for the U.S. Championship. And now here the night before Backlash.
Oh, I know why. Because you know that TNA is still partnering with NXT.
Yeah.
So now we got AAA who's teaming up with WWE now too.
Oh, I see.
So we got Alberto Del Rio who's coming back. And then we got
But is he coming back as part of AAA or as part of WWE?
WWE and AAA.
Well, he can't be with two companies at the same time. Who is he actually signing with?
I'm looking it up right now. Right there. WWE. He's to finish with the Indies, the AAA, and he'll join back with WWE.
Okay, well, I'll figure it out somehow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, making his return back into WWE. I wish we had Ricardo Rodriguez standing right behind us. And he would like say, audio to me, wait, he would like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Wait.
Here are your winners, LA Knight and Damian Priest. Well, somehow they arrived in the finish line, but you can see, oh, look at this, Priest and Knight.
Well, the match is over. No more teammates back to being full-on opponents ahead of Backlash tomorrow.
Tomorrow you are looking at 3 of the 4 who will go after it for the U.S. Championship in the Fatal 4-Way, and the champ is cleaning them up right now.
Well, no matter how the match ends, one thing is guaranteed. Jacob Fatu is going to cause maximum carnage. Even more so when it's 2 of his opponents tomorrow night.
And forget the results of the tag match. This is coming with serious consequences and impact in affecting Backlash and the championship match.
Like the defense of the United States Championship and Jacob Fatu just makes that much easier.
That's why I love Jacob Fatu, Michael.
His prized possession in his grasp.
And completely incapable of finding a reverse gear or even all in neutral.
He is oh! Drew McIntyre with a claymore.
Claymore! By God, Claymore! It doesn't have the same ring to it. Not like Spears.
We understood where things were heading into Backlash. Drew McIntyre, determined to fully claim what right now is in his hand. The strongest possible message sent, and we've only just begun.
Just right there is the biggest problem with a fatal four-way match like you're going to be getting tomorrow night at Backlash. You can take down two of your opponents. There's always a fresh opponent waiting to strike. And if McIntyre connects with that Claymore tomorrow at Backlash, we may have a new United States champion.
We can't see you. Bro, Cena is in the house tonight, dog. You be talking about Backlash, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's on.
Cena sucks though.
Oh! Bro, that's my childhood little John Cena said you never give up. Looks like you done threw in the towel.
Is that Jay or is that Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Let's go, Cena! Can't hear you! Let's go, Cena!
Well, Archer, is here in the building.
As soon as the audience and see us, he's like, that was great. That was solid response.
John Cena, the champ, coming up.
That's what they used to do.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab my charger from my room.
Hold on a minute. Can you lift this up for me? I don't want to.
Yeah, I got you.
Knock it.
Here you go. I'm gonna go grab my phone charger from my room. I'll be right back.
Until I came in and upset the apple cart, everyone was just getting paid. Sam Ingram was getting paid, the conservatives were getting paid. He's going to say, we need to look at this now.
Well, but the judge signed off is the problem.
But there weren't any objections throughout the
And
you're right, because they're going to use that to their advantage.
I know, but I want to kill commercial time.
Go ahead. I'll do the same thing too.
Jamie, or is that on the lawyer?
It's a little bit on the, like,
Is it on Jamie or the lawyer?
it's not Jamie. You're right.
So what you're saying is, I mean, will he make an allegation of malpractice?
Kind of. I think he has to.
Wait a minute, since Alberto Del Rios might be coming back, do you know who else might be joining him?
No.
Okay, we got, besides Alberto and Pinella or Pineda and Titana and Valkingo. I wanted to see the return of La Parca,
Well, maybe we will.
or probably make his debut into WWE.
And again, the problem is the judge signed off. Now, to me,
We need to do like a prediction match
I'm hearing of all this for the first time. I was just signing off on feet,
and see who's gonna win
Right.
in fact, she came in kind of late.
for the fatal four-way, Michael.
To me,
Right.
the two
Who do you?
I don't know.
I don't know that there's any redress for it because again, the judge signed off on it. The two things that really
Well, I'm actually being honest with you.
is how Jamie could get a cut of her performance fee. He's the conservator, and the conservator should not be getting a cut because there's a conflict of interest. Then what it does is it encourages him to make sure she keeps performing because it aligns his pocket.
Right.
And that may not be in the best interest of the conservator. And you have these two things that are pulling at each other, and they're And
I agree. If she's part business partner and part conservatee, you're divided loyalties. You want to look out for her health as conservator. You don't want to look out for your bottom line.
absolutely, the person who is under the conservatorship, the conservatee, the duty of the conservator is to make sure that everything done is in that person's best interest.
Yes.
When you have a conflict like that, I don't know, you just shouldn't have it. And he should not be incentivized to push her to perform. Whether that happened or not, she says it did, he says it didn't. We'll see.
Look, again, to your point, though, this was presented to the judge. His fee arrangement was presented to the judge as a hybrid. They said the conservatorship is becoming a hybrid business model.
Right.
I remember seeing those words. I was like, what a strange conservatorship where it's part business model and part hourly rate for looking out for her health. Strange, but all of this stuff was presented to the court. That's Jamie's biggest defense.
And strange. And the other thing that just really gets in my craw that I think is wrong is the business manager, that is TriStar, run by Lou Taylor. She sent an email to Jamie, and what happened was she was getting 5% of the of the gross of the performance. I understand that because business managers typically get a percentage, and 5% is very typical of a business manager. She was not a conservative. She wasn't a conservative. She was a business manager, and she can get that. The problem is that she was making a fortune getting 5% when Brittany was performing. When she stopped performing, all of a sudden that money tanked and it dried up, and she wasn't getting anything. So she sends an email to Jamie saying, "I'm not getting enough money now, so I want a minimum of $500,000 or 5%, whichever is greater."
Yeah. She wanted the floor.
And Jamie approved it. And the reason I think that's just wrong is when you get a percentage, you agree to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
And that when you have salad days and make a fortune, then you have to tolerate not making as much when things change.
Right.
It's not like when I win, and when I lose, I win. And that's what she converted it to, I think.
Right.
And when she sends that email, I think Jamie should have said no. That's ridiculous that you got a fortune when she was performing. She's not performing now. That's just the way it is. If you want to quit, quit. But I'm not going to make you win like this.
That's right.
And he's just had proof.
And you think he abdicated maybe some responsibility in that decision? That leaves him exposed.
I think it was a terrible decision.
Right.
I think it was a terrible decision. And and again,
should he be held to account for it as conservator, sort of mismanaging the estate? That's what I don't know if you have that quite connection for a poor business.
Well, I think what I'm told, and I haven't seen this, I'm told the judge approved it. And if the judge approved it, this judge is running on autopilot.
Yeah.
And, why aren't you thinking through? And why isn't Brittany's lawyer objecting?
That's the key, though, right? Judges just get applications and then they look for where's the conflict? Who doesn't like what's happening here? It's hard to hold the judge accountable to sort of read these and say, like, well, is this okay without someone objecting? Do you know what I mean?
That's a screaming siren, that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when you look at that, and all of a sudden somebody was making, because she
Even
said
if no one objects, even if Brittany's lawyer doesn't say, like, hey, that arrangement is bump.
if no one objects. How long you out of law school?
Oh, geez, 2005.
Okay, what's the legal term for the judge doing it on his own?
Oh, so it's spontaneous.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, they can do it. They can do it. It's tough, though. Let me ask you one more.
I also think Brittany, in the end, I will be surprised if they don't require Brittany to sit down for it.
That was my related question. And so is she going to have to sit and back up her allegations?
I'll tell you why, because everything's going to be intertwined with Brittany when Jamie's deposition is taken. So as soon as Jamie's deposition is taken, there are going to be issues involving he said, she said. And if that's the case, which it's clearly going to be because there are two people involved, Brittany and Jamie, it just seems to me at some point, if he wants to push it,
if he pushes it into a case, absolutely.
What I'm told is he actually does not want to do this with his daughter right now. He does not want to grill her or have his lawyers grill her.
It's awful. It's awful. It's an awful scenario. And remember, when she testified in court, she already said these things under oath, right? Because she testified in a live court hearing. Now, he didn't have an opportunity to press her, but he could have asked some questions.
Jamie and others are saying that a lot of that was not true.
Yeah.
So the question is, do they end up testing that in a deposition? We'll see. What a mess. But I do think after the deposition, after Jamie's deposition, there's going to be enough conflict over Brittany versus Jamie that it's going to be hard not to depose Brittany.
For the first time, two iconic brands are united in overcoming pain. Motrin targets pain.
ChatGPT Plus.
Of 4 Champion shows.
This is why he needs to return.
We'll need a code name.
Why not the Jackal?
He's an exceptional assassin.
There's no record of him anywhere.
I like to win.
So you'll have to deal with the Jackal B18 on USA.
Here in Dayton, this is where the first ever King of the Ring feeling was back in '93. Bret Hart took that. It's also where Hulk Hogan lost the WWE Championship to Yokozuna. So some history here, the 13th SmackDown to be held in Dayton, Ohio. Let's show you what just happened in the ring.
Now opening tag match. Eventually the strange team of Knight and Damian Priest got the victory after this big attempt to be raising the United States Championship. Said Backlash, but don't celebrate too much. Jacob Batum against the fourth man in that matchup. The Scottish Terminator himself. Drew McIntyre strikes one claymore to the face. McIntyre making clear his intent to be raising the United States Championship above his head tomorrow night to become a Grand Slam champion in WWE.
Drew, can you explain to us why we just laid out Jacob Batum?
You want to know why? That was a message from the Samoan werewolf. Tomorrow night, I put a silver bullet in him. I should have won a one match for Shooter Baron. Didn't I win the number one contenders match against LA Knight? Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, some people might say, well, Drew, it was outside interference. You know, I'm a details guy. The devil is in the details. LA Knight shouldn't have been that match in the first place. You know why? Because he lost at WrestleMania. Back of the line, BS. Speaking of BS, why is Priest in the match? I told you, Priest, at WrestleMania, I was going to beat you in front of the world. I was going to beat you in front of your brother, your sister, your father, in front of your mother. And I did that fair and square. But you don't know how to succeed unless it involves Drew McIntyre. Why would he stop? He gets rewarded every single time. He's in the four-way. BS. So, Jacob, the baddest dog in the yard right now. That's why I want to fight you. When I get that title, I'll be a Grand Slam champion around here. But I got some advice for you, kid. So come close and listen. The problem, when you're all gas and no brakes, is things are great when you're all gas and you're mowing everybody down. But eventually, without brakes, you hit a brick wall. And that brick wall's the next United States champion, Drew McIntyre.
Man, he said he wanted the baddest dog, but you get a sense of where Drew's mind is as he heads into this tomorrow. It is pure danger. Now, on the other side of the size spectrum, the diminutive, but lately dominating Zelina Vega. Week after week, she's been finding a way.
Yes, she has. It has been several weeks now of sheer dominance, culminating last week in Zelina Vega, the new United States Women's Champion.
States title reign of Miss Chelsea Green.
What is going on?
Excuse me, this is a friends and family event.
Lose again. And they have to deal with another frustrated meltdown from Chelsea Green.
We're here today to celebrate the United States title reign of Miss Chelsea Green.
What is going on?
Excuse me, this is a friends and family event. Do you have clearance to be here?
It's my office.
So no.
Nicholas, A was just about to say the most beautiful a eulogy for the girlies. We are in mourning.
I'm sorry, hold on. Not the crocodile tears. You're mourning a title that you lost fair and square, Chelsea. Just when I thought you couldn't get more pathetic. Like, that is crazy.
Pathetic. You don't understand because you have 0 girlfriends, Alina.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 0 girlfriends? That's funny. So maybe you two versus me and my non-existent friend in a tag match tonight. What do you think about that?
I think I like where this is going. Yes, good idea. Tag team match.
So I guess we'll just see you guys in the ring tonight. Bye!
Nicholas, I'm going through something!
Hey, I'm sorry, is Chelsea holding oral service
To Chelsea Green.
Time for that for Chelsea Green and Lynch. Show some respect. Soul of affair.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Alba Fire.
Wow, man, you look thrilled to be alive. What's wrong with you?
I'm just waiting for her mystery
Chelsea
partner.
Green has been infuriated with recent results. Set the team with Piper Niven.
Just a little tired, that's all.
Find out.
And I heard that The Rock got released from the WWE again.
The Rock got released. Why?
He wasn't showing up for WrestleMania.
Ritualistically.
Half of the A-lister, Carmelo Hayes, Aleister Black, one-on-one later tonight here on SmackDown.
He said the consequences of now Melo will face that. Chelsea and Piper. Chelsea was up to her typical ringside behavior last week. Got up on the apron to disrupt Vega and Piper, and it backfired.
The Green regime have been suffering the consequences.
You can enter WWE's Dream Trip to Universal Orlando Resort Sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks, including the all-new Universal Epic Universe opening May 22nd, plus a chance to meet a WWE superstar. Go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter for a chance to win. And their opponents, first from Queens, New York, she is the Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega! It was a WrestleMania filled with title changes, but perhaps in recent weeks, the most unexpected new champion of all, Vega.
Who's going to be the tag partner? That's what I want to know. The Invisible Woman. It's better be good, Vega.
Ooh. What the?
Oh, it's more than good.
Yeah, that face says it all.
Well, I think these two a little blissed off, don't you?
Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Her tag team partner from Columbus, Ohio. Alexa Bliss. What a roar in her home state as she returns after Royal Rumble after a 2-year absence, and now setting SmackDown ablaze. Haven't seen her since Elimination Chamber. This is her third singles match in 2 years and 3 months.
A woman of mystery gave us no clues
Was she at
about
Elimination
her return
Chamber?
at the Royal Rumble, and
Royal
gave
Rumble.
no clues after her disappearance. After the elimination chamber, we know very little about the goals and motivations of Alexa Bliss this time around, but what we do know is that she is in action tonight alongside Zelina Vega, and what a record scratch moment this is for Chelsea Green and the Secret Service, who did not anticipate this whatsoever.
Yeah, you see the reaction by Chelsea Green the moment it was revealed that it was Alexa Bliss teaming up with Zelina Vega. United States champion, newly minted, is Zelina Vega in there against Piper Niven. We saw that a week ago.
Also, physical mismatch in WWE. Niven, the powerhouse, against the, as you call it, diminutive underdog. Zelina Vega, and Power has taken full control right from the start of this one.
Did you see the look in that guy's face? God damn.
Hiding behind Piper when Alexa came out, but now that there's some control, she tags in as Vega meets up with her recent rival and sends a kick upstairs.
I wouldn't blame her. I mean, the whole point of the Secret Service is to protect.
We got a 619 opportunity wave. We got a stacked up 619 opportunity wave.
12-1, go 218. I messed it up in the process, but that was Vega.
I got to get you a calculator ringside.
Rain isn't as fast as it used to be. I got kicked in the headlock by Sheamus over the years.
Oh, this crowd wants to erupt with Alexa Bliss coming in as Chelsea trying to come after and attack her. Unable to make the tag. And that boot coming right into the back of Vega, and then Green taking advantage.
A nice execution there from Chelsea Green, and this could be good night, Zelina Vega.
Piper drops the big elbow. And are you, come on now. First we have a funeral in the office, and now demanding everybody salutes. Enough already.
WWE Universe, let the adventure begin. We want to say...
Capacity crowd here in Dayton, and during the commercial break, numerous times they were chanting, "We want Bliss. We want Bliss." Alexa Bliss, the three-time WWE Women's Champion, the two-time Women's World Champion, as Zelina Vega, the recent winner of the United States Champion, is desperate to get to her tag team partner, Alexa Bliss.
We want Bliss, maybe about to come true.
Rolling to that ball, and Piper Niven comes surging in.
Well, moving out the way smartly was Zelina Vega. Piper Niven just about missing with that huge elbow drop and making up for it with a big headbutt.
And now she's in trouble as Vega is up. And with a counter to the DDT. Hits the DDT on Piper Niven. Could this be the golden opportunity? Yes! Here she comes! Alexa Bliss!
Very little competition in the past couple of years, but looking razor sharp. Now she is in the fray of this one.
Is she ever? Full throttle against Chelsea Green. And now you understand why Green had that look on her face when she saw that the mystery teammate for Vega, Blockbuster, hits it into the cover, was Alexa Bliss. She's getting a big dose of it now.
Exactly the kind of competitor you do not want walking down the aisle as a mystery opponent. One of the most mystical and perplexing individuals in WWE history. But above all that, damn good and champion caliber.
Ran into an elbow as Green climbs up top, salutes the crowd. But instead, she gets hung upside down. Bliss has her in trouble. A drop kick right to the midsection. Alexa Bliss, 2 years away before her return at Royal Rumble. Twisted Bliss! Why not?
Wait, was she at WrestleMania?
No.
So she came in for one night and then left again for 4 more months.
Remember that she had a baby coming in?
No, that wasn't her. That was, I thought that was Carmella.
Unprettier opportunity. No!
Corey and Carmella.
Sister Abigail DDT.
That wasn't Alexa.
Alexa Bliss is back.
Carmella must be retired now.
She left. And yeah, you're right. She is retired.
But she hasn't been around for a while.
Yet another stunning return by Alexa Bliss that led to victory tonight alongside Zelina Vega. Go for that code right, not bigger, stronger than. Then we'll have from your friends in this case. Alexa Bliss who connected with that. Sister Abigail DDT, the scored a massive W on her return. What does the future hold in store for this woman or this duo? Who knows? But tonight, massive win for these two here in Ohio.
And what a reception for Vega and, of course, the home state hero, Alexa Bliss.
Phoenix. No. Ya te gané la semana pasada. I beat you last week. We don't have any conversation. It's over.
I know you beat me. You don't have to say it every time. I just have one thing to say. Una cosita and I'll be out of here. Just one. ¿Qué quieres? One? Okay. Who said anything about a conversation?
Who embarrassed Santos Escobar in the ring last week. There's always a price to pay.
Keep walking.
Hey, ¿qué pasó?
Andrade there to check on Ray Phoenix. Well, that should be pulling up the arena. Charlotte Flair. She's here in Ohio for the first time since her WrestleMania match. We're going to hear from the future Hall of Famer, Charlotte Flair, coming up. It is a big night here on LFG. We're going to narrow it down to 4. WWE LFG.
Peacock.
Tomorrow is all eyes on St. Louis. Backlash, and your day will get started at 5 Eastern with Countdown. Of course, it all comes your way streaming on Peacock. Backlash at 7 Eastern. Orton, Cena, Lyra, and Becky, Cutler, and Pat.
I don't care about the pre-show, and I don't really care about the post-show. By the time the show itself is over, I'll be ready for bed.
Already won championships between Cena and Randy Orton.
Me too.
On shared history.
Cena versus Orton. One of the great rivalries in the history of the WWE.
This rivalry over a decade in the making. Both these men entering WWE at the same time.
Here we go, Orton and Cena starting things off in this matchup inside Hell in a Cell.
Two individuals that are trying to make a name for themselves around the same time. So to go along for so long is probably some embedded hate there.
Two of the all-time greats battling it out for an opportunity at the WWE World Heavyweight title.
He doesn't have weaknesses. He doesn't boost confidence. I will beat you in Hell in a Cell. I will savor every second of it.
What an RKO! What an RKO! From out of nowhere! Oh, Cena kicked out! Never seen anyone who could dig deeper than John Cena.
Definitely valiant when he was out there with me.
You go face to face with the man who runs the place. And hell is coming with me.
Laying to the table. Here's the cover. John Cena. He's the #1 contender for the WWE World title.
Randy and John, they never fell under the radar. They stayed relevant. It's going to be a hell of a journey, no matter what they do.
Now the last one-on-one match took place in 2017, and now we get this thriller tomorrow.
I figured they would fight again, but I thought it would be in December because John would choose Randy for his last opponent. And he would say, we came in together, we could go out the same way.
Tonight, the attackers, Los Garza, will take on the cool as ice Andrade and the raging inferno that is Rey Phoenix in tag action later tonight, right here on SmackDown.
What are you going to do with your grandma for Mother's Day?
I have no clue yet. She's still waiting for her back to feel better.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Charlotte Flair! Of course, it was Charlotte who left Tiffany Stratton bruised, bloodied, and damaged at WrestleMania, but it was Tiffany who left with the WWE Women's Championship in hand. And Charlotte, since then, she's been seen working hard in the gym. She's been making celebrity headlines by attending NBA playoff games, and now she's ready to reset her course with us. Great to have her here on SmackDown.
No doubt one of the most polarizing competitors I have ever seen. Personality-wise at times has rubbed some off the wrong way, but there is simply no denying that Charlotte Flair represents the pinnacle of the meritocracy in this industry. Without question, bell to bell, one of the greatest we have ever seen. WrestleMania may have been a bump in the road, but the greats will always bounce back.
Dayton, Ohio, your queen has arrived! You know what? Here I am coming off the
Why are they booing
greatest
her?
women's match in
She turned
WrestleMania
heel a couple months
history.
ago, remember?
Oh, that's right.
And I need to give credit where credit is due. I was out for almost 2 years with a career-ending knee injury. And I took your champion to her absolute limit. After all, you know what? Check this out. Check this out. You see that? You see her? You see me? Now, does that look like someone that enjoyed her WrestleMania moment? I'll tell you what, I enjoyed my WrestleMania moment so much that I'm here to announce my path back to the WWE Women's Championship.
What happened to... Woo!
We
Why
don't
are
know
you guys
yet
so
if he's
disrespectful to
coming
me?
to
No, seriously.
WrestleMania
I want
Backlash.
to know why you guys are so disrespectful to me. I am the GOAT of women's wrestling.
That's great.
No, you don't see Dayton. I am the greatest of all time. No. You see, if you continue to be this disrespectful, I'm going to leave here, Dayton, and I'm never going to come giving you one more chance, Dayton.
Well, there goes the one more chance.
Yeah, nice job, Dayton. You don't deserve the queen.
He said she's never coming back. She's getting one more chance. But there is somebody
What the?
coming for you.
What?
It's Jade Cargill.
Oh shit! I forgot about her.
The presence of Jade Cargill. And how the reaction by the crowd changes all of a sudden.
Jade Cargill is in competition tonight, but the disrespect once again to Charlotte Flair.
A size her up moment between Jade and a very frustrated Charlotte Flair who feels extremely disrespected by the crowd here in Dayton.
Charlotte, wait. Now, before you go, you had your chance. Now head to the back of the line.
Well, the landscape has changed, and not to Charlotte's liking. And Jade, not bashful about letting her know.
Well, the game moves fast here in WWE. I'm moving fast into this number one contenders match on next.
Now, okay. Shit, wait a second. This is the number one contenders. You know she's...
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, 2 nights, and I will finally.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this is number one contenders, so you know she's gonna do something to screw this up. She's not leaving. She's gonna go chill somewhere. And then when nobody expects it, she's gonna somehow screw it up.
Yeah, and then she's gonna give Nia the win.
And then regardless of who wins, it's gonna end up being a fatal four, either a fatal four-way or a triple threat. Yes.
But what if Naomi interferes in that match? It'll be a fatal 5-way.
Huh? Well, it may be.
Unmissable weekends, Lego Festival, only at Legoland Florida Resorts.
I can tell when someone's lying. It's kind of a thing I do. Who are you?
I am Felicity Price.
Both. Tell me that you didn't kill her. I think that might be foolproof.
Game on, Charlie Kale.
Boy, LA is the place to be on June 7th. You got a home game for you, Eric.
Love it.
You can experience the non-stop excitement at Money in the Bank with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. You get unrivaled access, the unmatched service, the unforgettable experiences. You can find an On Location package at onlocationexp.com/WWE.
Absolutely not, Nick.
But walking out like this.
I'm not walking out. I'm just going.
This isn't how professionals handle business.
Don't even get to, you know what? I've done more for this division. This is how you're treating me?
But be a leader then. Don't throw a temper tantrum when things don't go your way.
Can't do this right now. Take me to the airport.
What the fuck? Oh, dude!
Or it could be her.
Right there on the face of Charlotte Flair. We get ready for our number one.
Was it Alexa in that limo when
power,
she jumped out?
size, and strength.
Or is there somebody else in there?
It's time with Tiffy. Backlash
I think it might be her or
Watch. Oh, dude, I can't believe I didn't even think of this. Watch. Tomorrow, she's gonna be doing an interview or something.
That's why I usually say when you hear this music.
She's gonna be doing an interview or something, and you're gonna hear, "Woo!" And guess who walks the aisle?
Ric Flair.
Either that or he comes out there to be in somebody else's corner.
From San Diego, California, Nia Jax. Wayne, I think you feel the same way I do in that the women's division is just more dynamic, more intriguing, with Nia Jax and her immeasurable presence. And we found out how threatening she could be after WrestleMania when she made her return back to action.
Yeah, suspiciously quiet was Nia Jax for some time until that big return, making it clear 2 weeks ago she is back. Oh, back for the gold that this lady took from her back in January.
Oh, I forgot. Well, it's obvious she's going to be out there because
ready to
she
begin
fights
our
the
number
winner,
one
so
contenders match.
she's going to sit either at ringside or she's going to sit with the commentators.
Tiffany Stratton wants a close-up look at her soon-to-be challenger.
You can't really blame Tiffany Stratton.
But look at that. The belt
Europe.
makes her silicone
Whichever
different.
woman she will be facing next in defense of that
Well, she is
championship,
beautiful.
however, that really has taken the
Her silicone that looks artificial and implanted.
probably more so Nia Jax, who is the former mentor of Tiffany Stratton, and is desperate to get her hands on the champ once again.
So here we go. WWE Women's Championship #1 contenders match between Jade Cargill and Nia Jax, as Tiffany Stratton has made her way.
You know, there's a lot of people watching
Two
tonight.
most powerful women in the WWE locker room, although Raquel Rodriguez might argue with me on that one.
I do really care, but
Powerhouse battle on deck for us tonight.
it's just like they don't want to watch broadcast with us that much anymore. So you know what? It's their choice and it's their loss.
The impact that happened. Tiffany ringside has on Nia
Now, I don't know
Jax.
what that was, but they just had to edit something.
By Tiffany Stratton on the outside, but simply too big and strong. But even Jade Cargill. And that's always been Jade Cargill's biggest advantage, is that power game that she can dominate other superstars with. It's going to be a different story now with Jax. What else have you got?
Well, that's a good example, Wayne. As you see it somewhat neutralized by Nia's size and strength alone. She comes right into that corner.
We are going to see just how much Jade Cargill has stepped it up in the singles game.
Oh, I still haven't
In
seen that
recent
yet.
weeks, of course, with that victory at WrestleMania over Naomi, has grown in confidence in the meantime. And a hell of a battle with Tiffany Stratton one-on-one a few weeks ago.
Flying shoulder tackle. Getting the best of it is Jade Cargill.
It's on Wednesday.
Tiffany Stratton is in full support of Jade Cargill right now, perhaps preferring to face her next rather than Nia Jax.
You saw Jade trying to get up Nia, but instead it's Nia with a Samoan drop.
Nia Jax
Down the leg drop.
excelling those veteran wilds.
Just able to get that shoulder up with a Samoan drop and then the big leg coming down.
This Xfinity Wi-Fi is.
Can you give me like 5 or 10 or 20 minutes? I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, but that's what you said last time.
I know.
And-
Where we gotta go?
All right, well. But if you're not back in 5, I'm starting the show back up anyway.
It's very short.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Hold on.
Is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track, and ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
Today on the TMZ Podcast. Welcome to the TMZ Podcast, Harvey Lemon here. Jason Decker. So, I thought from the get-go that just in terms of engaging an audience, that the January 6th committee should have started with what Donald Trump was doing during the insurrection. And they did that last night. And I have to say, it was, as much as personally as I had made assumptions and conclusions, it was shocking to see it in real time. And I almost go back to this thing that you almost start just to have started with this. Look, they've done a really good job, but it was so powerful, to see
how his mind was working at the time.
Can I say that I think Donald Trump, and this is an opinion, would have gotten pleasure if Mike Pence were killed.
Oh, jeez. That's a harsh indictment.
I know it is.
Very harsh.
It is very harsh. But when you see the 13 minutes of the Secret Service trying to get him out of that building, and you see how close they came, and the fact that they were telling their family, asking the dispatcher to tell their families goodbye, that it was that dire, and that Donald Trump was getting briefed and refused to do anything and knew about all of this and was just inciting the crowd over Mike Pence, knowing they were armed, knowing they had broken in, watching television, seeing the whole thing unfold and doing nothing. I don't know how else. I don't know what other conclusion to draw. I don't.
I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday. You do not represent our movement. You do not represent our country. And if you broke the law, you can't say that. I already said you will pay. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defied the seat of destiny. It's defiled, right? So I can't see it very well. Okay, I'll do this. I'm going to do this. Let's go. But this election is now over. Congress has certified the results. I don't want to say the election's over. I just want to say Congress has certified the results without saying the election's over, okay?
Congress is terminated. Now Congress.
Yeah, but
Now Congress.
I didn't say over, so let me see. Don't go to the paragraph before. I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday. Yesterday is a hard word for me.
Just take it out. The heinous
Good. Take the word yesterday, because it doesn't work with the heinous attack on our country. Say on our country.
So remember, WrestleMania 3 or
ensure the integrity of the vote.
what WrestleMania did? Brutus almost won the Intercontinental title from Honky Tonk Man.
Fuck, I don't know.
So WrestleMania 5 or 4?
I just said I don't know.
Because tomorrow I'm going to ask him to sign this.
Okay, well, you do what you want there, son.
And guess what? You're the co-owner of this title when I die.
Why? Is that going to happen anytime soon?
No, but like in the near future.
Why are you worried about it now?
So in the near future, you're going to be co-owner of this title.
Before. Seriously.
Great. Okay.
Never had stuffed crust before. Seriously. But we do now. So get any medium
So you
topping
said
Parmesan
something
stuffed
about
crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
Izzy and Megan today?
I don't know.
This is the fifth time that Jade Cargill and Nia Jax have ever shared the winning second singles match, but this is critical. The number one contenders match to see who will face Tiffany Stratton.
You know what I
And a
do
great
know?
counter by
What?
Jade,
SmackDown.
and it's just able to get out of the way. As Tiffany
Forget
Stratton,
the Brown
women's champion,
situation.
looks on ringside. inside.
Stratton's tasted that move before from Nia Jax and knows full well had that connected. It could have been good night. Jade Cargill, but just about getting out of trouble.
Are you kidding me? Oh, a Samoan drop herself. Jade delivers it.
Well, I've talked a lot of smack about the power disparity between these two, but I'm being made to eat my words now. Jade Cargill fighting through the pain, powering up Jax with a Samoan drop on her own, and here's that movement we've been talking about. But so easily taking the sting out of it is the powerhouse Jax.
And Nia now going for the suplex as she has her lined up as Jade. She denies it and hits a suplex of her own.
And this is where Nia Jax starts falling apart at the seams. Jax historically has not done well when someone's able to fight fire with fire like Jade Cargill is doing now.
What an opportunity for Cargill. Now out on the apron is Jade. She flips back in, utilizing Nia's back. Oh, and a super kick! And Nia standing up to the super kick. And now a spine buster! Jade is going strong, but Nia able to get that right shoulder up.
Jade Cargill just becoming more and more well-rounded inside the power game, but it was really the movement prior to that that put her in a position to execute that against Nia Jax as the champ Tiffany Stratton looks on trying to figure out exactly who she will be facing next for that goal.
The All Access WWE Unreal Tour way this summer. Powerbomb by Nia. And Nia into the cover.
Little payback from the powerbomb that Jade Cargill hit Nia Jax with
in
last week.
October, okay. Like
Nia Jax
October
now
what?
starting to panic. Having to move up through the gears like she didn't think she would have to several minutes ago.
It doesn't give a date.
Nia Jax has been looking over at Tiffany Stratton. Since Stratton decided to come out just before they were about to start this match. As Nia puts herself in position on the second row. Could be a leg drop, but no! Jade gets up.
October 11th, after your birthday.
No way!
Yeah.
Jade Cargill.
The next Saturday.
The champ looks on as Jade.
And I don't know if we're having. And I don't know what we're going to do
from a massive crowd
in
here
October
in Dayton,
after your
Ohio.
birthday.
Absolutely pancaked on the mat is
Let's see
Nia
what
Jax
May?
is about to
Yeah.
launch.
We have 5 months to figure it out. Okay. And I hope the NWA power comes back to Florida.
Before our eyes still not quite enough to put away that multiple-time world champ Nia Jax. Surely edging closer to victory now is the score.
Jade can't believe that didn't do it for her. That sensational frog splash to close out that offensive surge. And now just being tossed around by Nia Jax, who comes in with a big squash in the corner.
Part of the problem with relative inexperience compared to Jax. Oh, well,
pop kick! And again, Nia survives.
And this is part of the problem when you're less experienced, like a Jade Cargill. You simply look, what is
What in the world? Oh my God. Naomi attacking Tiffany Stratton.
Well, Naomi, who's her own claim for winning a shot at that goal.
Oh, and Jade. Since there's Naomi, you know what? Oh, and Nia takes advantage as Jade, who was seemingly in control, distracted, abandoned Nia in her pursuit of the #1 contender status.
So much bad blood between Naomi and Cargill. Wait!
Annihilate her! And that is how it
So
ends.
I don't get it. Did Dwayne quit or did they tell him to leave?
They told him to leave. Why? He wasn't doing anything besides this.
The emergence of Naomi and the calm Jade Cargill for being distracted after that attack on Tiffany Stratton. You know, Jade Cargill was fully aware that she was probably next in line for this attack from Naomi once the champ had been taken out, but that was all that Nia Jax needed. Open that window, and every single time, and Jax is going to slam it shut like Now Tiffany Stratton, it is the former mentor who Stratton stabbed in the back with that Money in the Bank contract back in January.
Nia Jax now a chance to hold the WWE Women's title again. It would be her third separate time. Only 4 other women have done that. She gets the win here in Ohio against Jimmy.
Damn! You all look messed up. But y'all look so good, dripping in all that gold. I mean, in that TLC match y'all had was nothing less than fabulous. I mean, dogs, we had Tiz out there doing his thing. Y'all look good.
Ladies, you guys never lie. But you know what? We heard y'all last week. Y'all put y'all foot down. Y'all put everybody on notice. So tonight, right now, heard or not, I'm about to do the same thing. So,
Tell him. Okay. Yeah.
Tables were smashed, ladders climbed, prosthetic legs weaponized. Street Profits next.
It's a madhouse. It's a madhouse. Had a lot of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Tag Team Champion, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, the Street Profits. And what was it about that TLC match? Was it Angelo Dawkins off the ladder, the spear to a dangling Ciampa through the table? Ford taking like numerous times in the ring to the floor, wiping out everybody. That title defense by the Street Profits. That TLC match already being talked about in the same breath with the Dudley Boys, the Hardys. It was every bit of legendary status.
2 weeks removed and clearly still walking wounded after that TLC heroics. What a performance from all 6 men, but roll out the red carpet for the winners and still the champs, the Street Profits.
And by the way, you can celebrate that, but we also want to celebrate Montez Ford for what happened this Thursday as he was inducted into the Boys and Girls Club of America Hall of Fame. Well done, Tez. Past WWE inductees Triple H, The New Day, Naomi, and now Montez Ford in the Boys and Girls Club of America Hall of Fame.
Great fighter, but an even better human being. Well done, Montez.
Oh, day
Hold on.
Who that?
Who what?
Oh, okay, dog.
Who that?
Listen. O-H-I! Hey, Bob. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, cut that noise. All right? Cut the noise. I mean, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 2 weeks, the Street Profits been the talk of the town, right? I mean, think about it. We put on arguably the greatest, we did put on the greatest TLC match of all time. Yeah, that's right. The gorilla fears us. But you know what? With that being said, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the passion, hell, we even used a prosthetic leg. I guess you could say we got a leg up on the competition.
Yes, sir.
We a leg ahead. Pressing pad. Kathy and Mad. But with that being said,
What happened is what always will happen, and that's the Street Profits came out on top. Get used to it. You guys are kidding me.
So are they in a match right now? Or is
Well, get used to these guys around SmackDown.
Oh, they're
The new arrivals.
interrupting an interview.
Hey, I sincerely apologize for the interruption, seriously. But damn, it feels good to be here on Friday Night SmackDown! I mean, duh. I mean, look at us, amigo. We're rubbing shoulders with the WWE Tag Team Champions. The Street Profits, quite possibly the best tag team in the freaking game right now. Gosh, they're smart. But hey, do you remember what Shawn Michaels told us when we left NXT? Oh yeah. Hey, he gave us one direct command, and that is, when we see an opportunity, we go ahead and we take it.
And listen, you guys are amazing. Truly, we think you are the best of the best, and we mean no disrespect. But we saw you out here and thought, man, those titles, they will look great on Fraxium.
Whoa, hold up. Y'all won only 2 matches. I mean, that was impressive. I'll give you that. But y'all think y'all deserve a title shot against us?
Yes. What? Are you serious? After 3 weeks, you want a title shot against the Street Profits, who last week put on the Classic?
Whoa, gentlemen, please, let me interrupt for a second.
Yeah.
Mr. Ford, they are in the ring with the Street Profits, and I've got to say, I like what I'm seeing. And you're right, they are new here, and they haven't proven themselves worthy of a title shot yet. But they've been extremely impressive, and we're in the heartland of America, Dayton, Ohio, the land of opportunity. And Dayton, I can't think of a better opportunity for Fraxium to prove themselves than to face the Street Profits right now. What? Get me a referee out here and let's do this.
The Profits aren't even healthy.
Yeah, but how much do you love all this? He just serves the fans. I mean, getting right to a red-hot Fraxium in a spot like this. They've won 2 straight in 2 weeks against now the tough enough veterans, the Profits.
Look at the Rams.
And I'll be holding up this belt when we're going live tomorrow night on YouTube, Michael.
Saturdays are for superstars as John Cena makes his historic return to Saturday night's main event.
A record 17-time world champion.
It's prime time. It's legendary. Old school. It's main event action.
Are you kidding me?
Saturday night's main event. Live Saturday, May 24th at 8 on NBC and Peacock.
Remember that, Mr. Counselor, so we can't go to that?
I know.
That really pissed me off.
I don't quite get why.
He says about the scheduling.
Oh, we have to give more notice.
I can just go with a friend.
That's what he said.
Underway here in Dayton, Ohio with tag team action, the champs get action. The Street Profits always willing to take on any challenge, but this is quite an ask coming off the brutality of the table, ladders, and chairs match from just 2 weeks ago. As you see a bandaged up Montez Ford, and now he takes that damage from Nathan
honestly,
Fraser. The ribs
given
are
the
taped
choice,
up, and
like
now
I said,
as he tags
I'd
into
rather
Angelo
go to
Dawkins, you'll see the
Jacksonville
right
and see
and left
AEW.
elbow that took damage on Dawkins.
But I don't even want to do
Dawkins feeling
that
the
because
effects of
Jacksonville
that
is so
shoulder
far away.
tackle
Why is
against
his thumb
Nathan
damaged
Fraser,
up?
who
Remember what happened next
clearly
last
the
Friday
Street
night?
Profits are in no condition to be in this match right now. And for me, Jim
There's the tag team title match.
match. For the speed of Nathan Fraser, it is incredible.
It was
how
Motor
he
City
moves
Machine
around
Guns
that
versus
way.
DIY versus the Street Profit.
Transition to pro wrestling,
Oh,
still competing.
wait, yeah,
in
okay, I
NCAA
do.
soccer.
Now, I'd argue there is
But I didn't
actually
realize
some
that he
pressure
hurt
on
himself.
They are on a hot streak. About a couple of victories back to back. You don't want to now lose that and throw that momentum away. But they called their shot. They want the smoke. But now it is time to deliver against an albeit weakened Street Profits.
Showed up on the scene on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, came up with an impressive victory against Los Garza. Then a week ago, coming up and defeating Pretty Deadly.
So far in this one, the Street Profits have not looked like the same team. They're trying to give their greatest hits, but every single time you see both Tez and Dawkins reacting.
Oh, Big Dawkins coming our way. Man,
Perhaps Nathan Fraser might need some of those bandages after this match. That was a heavy hit straight into our announce table. Although it may have taken something out of Dawkins in the process.
And Axiom is quick to go out there and check on his partner.
Looked like the back and the ribs of Nathan Fraser. Didn't catch the corner of our table on that one, but fighting on.
It's not much give to these new reinforced tables at all, as so many have found out in recent months. And now the two-time NXT champions having to deal with that. Taz coming over, but look at even when he puts forth any of his great offensive assault, immediately reaching for those ribs, Wade.
That's part of the problem. You hit some of your bigger moves, you want to be able to follow them up rapidly, stack some offense, and I don't know if the Profits are able to do that.
Yeah, you see the pause before he goes into the cover. Test greatly affected after he was just a high flyer constantly in that TLC title defense 2 weeks ago.
If you think about what has really made the difference to the Street Profits on this current run that they're on, that has taken them all the way to the gold, it's the fact that they are bigger, stronger, and more powerful.
Great teamwork into the cover, but able to get that shoulder up was Nathan Fraser.
Than ever before. They're not really able to use that power and strength advantage because of their current physical state.
And Dawkins coming into that corner.
And the Profits can't get out of second gear. That's their big issue here. What an opportunity that has fallen into the laps of Fraxium here. They called their shot. They got it granted. And if they can make this count, it will really shake up the tag division.
I can only imagine the reaction from the rest of the tag division. So many top contenders.
You never like it when a new hot team hits the scene and starts getting momentum like this.
By the way, don't blink when Axiom and Nathan Fraser get into this gear. Look at the synchronicity and the speed of Fraxium. Oh, and here they go. Here it comes. Wind up that dive train. Oh, Fraxium flying. Dawkins into the barrier. And here goes Fraser Wayne.
Breaking the sound barrier is Fraser and Axiom against the tag champs. Looking in full control.
Vodka soda with wheat. This song right here is for red, white, and blue. You got good taste, and you drink like it too. Wheatley, so good.
Booming! Boom! Wi-Fi is booming. Xfinity.
Crowd here in Dayton, Ohio is loving it. The This Is Awesome chant has gone up a few times with the action we're seeing with the upstarts Fraxium against the tag team world champions, the Street Profits.
Nathan Fraser coming close to putting this one away for good with that Phoenix splash attempt. Somehow, Dawkins with enough in the tank to get out of the way and try and tag in Montez Ford, who, I won't use the word fresh, he's clearly anything but he's certainly fresh up.
You can see that bandage around the midsection of the bruised ribs from the TLC title defense. But Tez, he is such a competitor.
He's doing his best to convince himself that those ribs are not hurting, but it's something that cannot be denied.
Back suplex.
Even by the great Montez.
Oh, that's a great example. As he sprung up and immediately had to reach for his ribs.
Mind over matter for the clearly damaged Street Profits.
Wow, standing moonsault into the cover. The ribs are clearly an issue, a major issue for Tez, and he's getting everything he can in spite of it.
The Street Profits are proud champions. You see Tez going all out here to put this one away. The Street Profits were never going to allow the newcomers in the locker room to step to them and get away with it without consequences. But it is so difficult when you're as damaged physically as the Profits are.
Oh, Fraser, quick into the cover. Tez kicks out. Big kick from Tez.
Gallant effort he has been thus far from the Street Profits. Look like they're running in quicksand at times.
Fraser and Axiom, 2 straight wins since arriving at SmackDown. Golden opportunity in front of them right here. Nathan Fraser trying to line up that superplex.
That looks like a bit of inexperience there from Nathan Fraser. Never going to be the most powerful man in a fight with the Street Profits, but trying again.
Oh, Dawkins just tagged himself in. Dawkins tagged himself in, and now he's got him in that electric chair position. And you know what they want to do with this.
2 hours by now. Yeah, 3 hours. Although we don't know that it's 3 hours. It could be 2.5.
Axiom comes flying in.
Well, that was the
Because they said Raw was going to be 3 hours from 8 to 11. And Raw's over at 7:30. It's over at 10 for Raw. Oh, I thought it was 7:30.
Crowd is loving it.
Dayton, Ohio getting an unexpected treat. But I promise you, the Street Profits just want this one over. They want to get back to the locker room, get some treatment, but first they need the dump.
Oh, he went for the flag smash, but instead, he gets kicked right in those ribs, and Dawkins delivers.
This one's completely breaking down, and at this point, you'd normally back the Street Profits every time, but that pace.
Oh, instead of the suicide dive out to our table, he eats a right hand.
Like Sonny Liston, straight to the jaw. Fraser went down, but he's back.
And now, Fraxium doubling up against Big Dog. Angelo Dawkins up on top.
And it's 2-on-1 at this point. Montez Ford is down, looks out.
Oh, that's the Spanish fly. The combo move of Fraser and Axiom, the Phoenix Splash. This could be over right now. Tez breaks it up. Plus comes in and does damage to Axiom. A 2-for-1 from Montez Ford.
The combo move that has done the damage to every team in his face. The Spanish fly, the Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3, and not tonight. These Street Profits really are made of something else, aren't they?
Tez is wild, isn't he? And to consider he's doing it with his typical overly athletic antics with bruised ribs. Sidebuster.
Physically impaired as I have ever seen the Street Profits. They just don't know the meaning of loss.
Oh! That's a golden ratio out on the floor.
And that was clean to the jaw of Angelo Dawkins, who is out cold now. Montez Ford trying his way to the top rope, but there are major issues with still able to catch Nathan Fraser.
He wants the big splash. Tess is going for it. But he misses, and he lands right on those ribs.
They took all of that impact on the worst part of his body right now.
On the top rope drop kick as the legs are swept. That is the Catapulta Infernal. Here are your winners. That was awesome. The Catapulta Infernal, as they call it, was delivered.
As Dawkins is stunned on the outside. What a shock win here for the newcomers. Fraxium after the Street Profits put in about as gutsy a performance as you will ever see. But tonight it simply was not enough. This has shaken up the entire tag division here on SmackDown. Fraxium are for real. This was the moment we thought they'd put it away. With that Spanish Fly Phoenix Splash combination. But here is where it all went completely south for the Street Profits. The missed splash from the heavens, followed by this. I'll let you say it again.
Oh, this is awesome. The Catapulta Infernal is that top rope drop kick with the leg sweep, and they deliver. So now they're in position for a title shot. What a start to their SmackDown run, and respect earned indeed from the champs.
I'll tell you what.
Stars has experienced it, Pretty Deadly's experienced it, and now listen, I know it's a damaged version of the Street Profits, but that was a war.
Yeah, that was highly impressive from Fraxium, who have proven they are the real deal. And someday soon they will be coming for the gold.
Has anyone seen Naomi?
Well, that's Tiffany.
Aw, Tiff. It's not easy being champ now, is it? I see that you made some enemies. But instead of you worrying about Naomi, why don't you worry about me? Because I just beat Jade Cargill to become the #1 contender to take back what is rightfully mine.
That's fine, because once I beat you, I'll make sure that there's a spot for you at the losers table. Right next to Charlotte Flair. Toodles!
Toodles?
That's your #1 status tonight. Of course, tomorrow is Backlash.
Now
Our
I have
colleague
to
Pat
take that
McAfee is
Toodles.
going to be in action. He's the
That's really stupid.
Places, which is available on ESPN Plus. But I know you agree with me that sitting at this desk is an honor, and it's also
I'm sorry
a
if I
brotherhood.
keep
And tomorrow, one of
falling
our
asleep,
broadcast
Michael.
brothers will be
I
in
didn't
action
know it.
directly in the line of fire. Because Pat
Although
has
being
proven
goes
himself
live
as
on the air, I
loyal,
wouldn't
selfless, a
recommend it.
partner, and friend, and because of that, and the recent actions. Now
But
he's
at
in
least
there
I
against
told
them.
you I was coming right back, right?
Not
Reach out to
that you
Pat
have
with
that many viewers to begin with.
It's just that my grandma was watching.
Of this great sport and the World Heavyweight Championship belong to me. This particular WrestleMania will be one that Jey Uso will remember for the rest of his life. You feel it? It's housing. Jey Uso's world champion, Gunther, tapped out. You did it, Jey. Gunther tapped out. Jey Uso winning his first world championship. Tap it out. The ring general, Gunther, who for the second year in a row at WrestleMania lost to a massive underdog.
You tapped out. You tapped out.
Michael, you got something to say to me? Tell me right now. Listen, I'm doing my job. I'm not the one who tapped out.
Oh, they're recapping the Pat McAfee thing. Because them two are going to fight tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you see what's gonna happen here? McAfee's gonna beat him, and he's gonna win because somehow, some way, Michael Cole is gonna help Pat win. Notice, Michael got attacked too.
I think there's a lot of people that have forgotten who the hell I am. You must ride for those that ride for you. You're either with me or against me. You got a problem with Cole, you got a problem with me, Gunther. I want to fight Gunther ASAP. We can lift the suspension on Gunther in a sanctioned contest at Backlash. Deal. I'm going to show up more focused than ever before.
Wait, what did he say?
I'm going to maul you. I'm going to grab you by the hat and drive it into his mat. You got jaded. You've gotten too damn comfortable. It happened with Sami Zayn. It happened with Jey Uso. And on Saturday, you're going to underestimate me. And I'm going to prove to you and all these people that this version of Gunther is soft. Only the grace of God can lift my arms off your throat. Most dangerous challenge of Pat McAfee's career. He just reached out to us just within minutes. He said, I understand he's younger, he's bigger than me, I understand he's in his prime, I understand he was a world champion a few weeks ago, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do for the good of society. This is Pat McAfee saying, since the beginning of time, there's been a necessity of people standing up for what's right. Tomorrow, I fight for all of us, and whatever happens, happens. Pat McAfee, tomorrow, next up, Backlash, streaming on Peacock.
It's all about getting film on Aleister Black. And if you watch that film, then you would have learned a lot of counter moves to everything that he's doing. If you would have studied that film, you would have learned that during my match, you were out of position. That's okay. Because I'm going to show you exactly where you need to be to get the job done. Watch me out there. Because tonight is all about you. It's all about showing everyone that you are the 10th wonder of the world. For me,
the what?
For you, in front
The
of Trey,
10th wonder of the
in
world.
front of the entire WWE universe, you are going to run the plate exactly as I
He probably
designed it. You're not going to
disrespected Andre in China
If Mello don't
for being the
miss,
8th and the
we
9th
are
wonder of the world.
us. Him. Who's him? I am. Who's him? I am. Who's him? I am. Let's go. Let's go.
But now we've moved on from Boston.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is getting stupid. Him? Who's him? Yeah. Like, that maybe it's supposed to be funny, but it just comes off stupid.
Accompanied by the man from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is
Oh, he's from Boston.
the winner of the 2025
That's where I was born, you know.
Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Although I was born there, but I can't really say I grew
I
up
don't
there.
know that giant head around his neck does much to mitigate the ego of Carmelo Hayes. He calls him Gray. But he's up next. Aleister Black, Carmelo Hayes. As we move ahead, it's exciting. That is
so stiff in front. I don't know if I can do like the
Podcast with Bianca Belair. She got really emotional about her journey being discovered by WWE, went into detail about her great career. You can listen to that podcast on all audio platforms as well as on YouTube. Hello, Hayes, winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, now locked in for the task at hand.
Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Let's go.
I think this is probably the main event. It can't be the main event because they've still got an hour left. Wait, no. No, they're gonna end the show with John. And why? Because the champ is here.
Guy who said earlier tonight, I'm more than just good versus Aleister Black.
I'll tell you right now, Joe, I'm not going to pretend I understand this personality of Aleister Black, but I do understand how effective it can be in tearing opponents down. Black uses psychological attacks like a venom. It's like decomposing opponents from the inside before the bell even rings, and then the physical attacks begin.
Heard from him earlier tonight, Wade, saying I confront you mentally and physically, talking about for his opponent, to your point, how they are impacted by that and facing both of those styles of pain.
Always confident, always cocky. Carmelo Hayes suddenly looked rather apprehensive when stood toe-to-toe with Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, who last week defeated The Miz. It's his second straight match on SmackDown after his return.
How devastatingly effective that black mass kick of Aleister Black's is, but indeed the entire Muay Thai offense of this man that most professional wrestlers never get trained in, and more importantly, they never get trained how to block those kind of attacks. It's a massive fight advantage for Aleister Black.
Oh, springboard by Hayes is off the mark. I mean, that is just vintage Aleister Black, the guy who can match skill with anybody, the athleticism, but that kickboxing pedigree, the Muay Thai, being a great striker, he's accurate, he's powerful. Then you get a test of what he can do in mysterious ways in the ring.
There we go. So now we can see each other.
And any match he's in, he does not like it when someone can go move for move, step for step with him. And this is thrown out completely off
You're
his
the
head.
end of the show, and you
There was
just
a
now
knee and a big forearm strike, and now you see all the various striking ways of Aleister Black
on YouTube.
Now at times he's looking
Actually, it's on Tubi as well.
out to the floor.
It's on what?
Tubi TV. Oh no, Tubi, not YouTube. It's on YouTube nationwide,
But it's also on Tubi, right?
after last week.
except for Legends
Took
were
that
great.
moment there just to get his breath back because he knew Carmelo Hayes was hurting.
Oh, he goes for the big kick, but he got hung up on the barrier, and then Melo drop
Now I
kicks
think
him
you were
as the
saying
timekeeper.
about time.
With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu calls for a
Trade proposal.
Well, I guess that means if it's on Wednesday, then I guess that means we have a Wednesday night war between WWE, Evolve, and AEW.
Tell me that you didn't kill it. You think I might
Actually,
Came on, Charlie.
Evolve is WWE, bro.
That's what I said.
The
WWE,
return
Evolve,
of Aleister Black, his
and
second straight match
AEW.
on SmackDown. Of course, last week came up with against The Miz, and now The Miz's partner, Carmelo Hayes, eats a big hit as he's up top. You were mentioning the role The Miz plays with Melo. Why do you think The Miz is helping out Melo so much at this stage?
Miz is just trying to give back.
I-
He sees a guy who is struggling to get to the very, very top in Melo and wants to help the guy out.
Do you know that both Carmelo Hayes and Aleister Black were NXT champions at their own separate timelines?
Yeah, I think I knew that.
We bring you down.
He won it in 2017.
Ohio, it's still to come.
He won it in 2020 or 2021, and I think that's probably the main
We
event.
will hear from the undisputed
Andrade and Ray
WWE
Phoenix
champion,
versus Los
John Cena, the
Garza.
record-breaking 17-time champion, the night before Backlash when he is set to face Randy Orton. That's tomorrow streaming on Peacock.
Game changer, those Muay Thai strikes are for Aleister Black. There's simply no defense for it. We talked about it earlier. You showed how effective those strikes can be against someone the caliber of even a Carmelo Hayes.
Now toe-to-toe, right in the center of the ring.
And in a strike fest, you're going to have to back Aleister Black every single time.
It's exactly how he goes about his business and then delivers that knee right to the head and kicking his way up. And now he tries to springboard himself in and into the cover. And the kick out by Melo.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Mental Miz on the outside, looking
Did
all
I
disheveled
told you
and
this
He's
yesterday
tasting
that
this kind
Rhino
of offense
joined
from Aleister Black. He
AEW?
knows himself how difficult
The
it is to play
Rhino.
out of it.
And he tasted that black, fast, devastating kick.
After after SmackDown's over, or when the next commercial comes on,
No! Look at this!
I can show you that he came to AEW last Wednesday night. Better yet, I can just look it up on SmackDown Hotel.
On the knee, hyperextending the leg of Melo.
Back to that vertical suplex, and once again, Melo trying to break free, and he does with the kick.
Broke a kick for kick with a
Let's see.
Muay Thai specialist. Oh, wow. Connecting with that Mystica. Finally made several attempts just about to go. Brainbuster.
The Brainbuster into the cover.
Flurry of offense from both men who are really dropping the heavy artillery. You see the pain in the eyes and racked all over the face of Aleister Black. Well, the cogs are turning, and he's cooking something devilish up.
Yep, right there.
Taken out of both men.
Really? See?
Extending themselves.
His contract was up in TNA. I told you that some of the people's contract was up in TNA.
Carmelo Hayes looks top.
Well, if he puts that foot
Although
under
I
his get him in a
thought
position as we've seen him do
that he was
time and again for
retired
Black
by
Mass. And Miz quick to get to the apron. It's a distraction. Melo came charging in on Aleister Black, but instead got Miz now the roll, and that's the win. Oh, Black Mass! He laid him out. Here is your winner, Aleister Black.
Well, the Miz benevolently, as I said, putting his body on the line to try and help Carmelo Hayes. Ended up eating a Black Mass, but Alistair Black. Psychological and physical warfare. Alistair Black is a specialist in both.
The numbers game is not in our favor tomorrow, okay? We need a game plan for tomorrow. We need to figure something out. Just right now, I have all out of soldiers. Everybody's hurt, okay? Jacob, we need to do him something. We game plan. Man, the only game plan that I got tomorrow is just to run the play. So tomorrow, at Backlash, live in the loop, these 3 seconds better get in where they fit in. Cause tomorrow, Damian Priest, Dog War, LA Knight, Dog War, goddamn, Drew McIntyre, I'm about to dog walk his ass. That's the only play that I about to run. Cause I'm all gas, no brakes with it. Know what I mean? Okay. All right.
Well, man, the whole world is yada on me for that fatal 4-way tomorrow on Backlash.
Never ever want to get dog more by Jacob Fatu.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Santos Escobar, representing Legado del Fantasma, with a combined weight of 425 pounds, Ani Berto Los Garza! Earlier tonight, we had that blindside attack by Los Garza. Legado del Fantasma shot his own. Ray Phoenix was the target wing.
Yeah, and if you allow yourself to become a victim in this game, you'll find plenty of people stepping up to drop you. You have to fight back. Ray Phoenix has fortunately, for his sake, found a friend in Andrade. And now they need to step up Los Garza and attempt to stop the hostility heading in their direction.
Andrade and Ray
Do you know
Phoenix
who I thought
against
that
Los
angel
Garza.
was at first?
Coming up next on
Ooh, Seth
SmackDown.
Rollins with that hairstyle.
Dayton, Ohio with another set.
See, let me show you.
Play is on the main stage at the first ever LEGO Festival, only at Legoland Florida Resort.
Why would I use kayak to
We're
compare
still live
two
on
to
YouTube,
travel
right?
sites at once? I like to try
Okay.
myself.
I'm just going to show you
Anything else to do the job right?
what went down last Wednesday night. If you want
Kayak, switch one and done.
Okay. Yeah.
You run toward danger, not away from it.
You got me, stop!
Right?
Let's end this now.
Okay.
All hands on deck.
Chicago.
We are in Dayton.
Check it out, dude. EC dub, EC dub, EC dub, EC dub. See, I wanted to show you a quick sneak peek what went down last Wednesday night.
I would personally co-sign that, and I hope that RKO Randy Orton
Oh yeah,
is
see,
damaged tomorrow.
I'm not like Josh. I don't give a
Alexa Bliss, you
piss.
got lucky.
You
Shocking
tell
return.
me
Somehow you have the
miss
side
it.
ready to go. Big cancer. Love you. Congrats.
So we just beat the WWE Tag Team Champions. So it's what do you? Yeah, boys, that's how you do it. You guys just been the Street Profits.
WWE Tag Team Champions. You know what? You came in here and you made some noise, and we love it because we came in and did the same thing. We took that volume up and just cranked it to 11.
Now, fellas, I hope you can keep that energy up because you know eventually at one point it's going to be Frack Seaman, the Motor City Machine.
Can you scratch my shoulder? Or the other one.
Went out there and you took advantage of two guys. Well, you still banged up from TLC.
Hey, never mind.
Only a couple of lowlifes would do that.
I swear we had that conversation earlier about the rest of the tag team division and how they would react to things. Got your answer. There's Los Garza with Santos Escobar giving out very heated and direct instructions for what lies ahead. And their opponent, first from Gomez, Palacio Durango, Mexico, weighing 230 pounds, Andrade! Wait, we've seen Andrade in tough with top contenders. Saw him nearly win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but this is his first tag team match of 2025 so far. He was coming to the aid of Ray Phoenix earlier and now lands in this spot because of what transpired earlier tonight.
Yeah, and I've done a quick bit of research on Andrade and Ray Phoenix. They have competed briefly in the past. They have never tagged together. But I'll tell you right now, with the numbers game of Legado del Fantasma, it pays to have a little backup. So Ray Phoenix should count himself lucky.
Folks, you can enter WWE's Dream Trip to Universal Orlando Resort sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks, including the all-new Universal Epic Universe that opens May 22nd, plus a chance to meet a WWE superstar. Go to WWE.com/Universal Suites to enter for a chance to win.
I'm surprised that people might have eyes like eye, not eye blind, but like seizures when seeing them strobe lights. Well, some people might, but
Wait, we've got such a
they
what's
warn
such
you
a
about
guilty
that
on
again.
SmackDown to get his
That
ring
tonight's
entrance, and then
show
over on Raw,
strobe
and
lights.
between the two of them,
If
someone
anyone is
likely
sensitive
every time
to
they
it,
come out to compete.
then
Two
this is
incredible
your
acquisitions
opportunity.
from both the red and blue brands here. What a start to the career of Ray Phoenix here on SmackDown, and that has only angered the likes of Santos Escobar and Los Garza, who at times have been the victims for the success of Ray Phoenix. It is a zero-sum game. For someone to get ahead, somebody's got to fall behind. And Legado del Fantasma are sick of falling behind to other luchadors.
And you mentioned it in terms of the matchup. He's really going for the Legado del Fantasma cycle. Is Ray Phoenix defeated Berto one-on-one back on April 11th last week. Saw that huge Meteora off the top rope. And Santos Escobar now a chance for some payback after what happened earlier tonight.
Santos Escobar has been rather aggrieved of late, just in general, because his men,
as he hovers over us,
have not been getting the kind of results he demands. Well, tonight is about changing that, changing the perception of Legado del Fantasma and getting back to running the bingo here on SmackDown.
And there is Santos, and boy, he lets us know it every time.
He would. I didn't want
He
to
does.
mess that up.
He's throwing his sunglasses down on the announce desk. Like, we're responsible for the care and welfare of these expensive sunglasses here.
Incredibly valuable, more than your paycheck, Joe Tessa.
I don't doubt that.
Guard them with your life.
Phoenix in there early on.
You freaking cameo already, computer.
Rivals. We discussed the
Well, the show's almost over anyway.
You just sense that the tensions,
25
especially amongst
minutes
the luchadors,
Well,
which
you already said they're nice already.
fairly high here in WWE. They are just, well, they're
You
all
just want to end the broadcast here?
Yes.
Yeah, I would end it rather than this. Okay, we're gonna leave.
Right now, because
Thanks for being with us. We'll see you
Tomorrow night.
No, we'll see you a week from
Yeah, such
tonight
exciting.
for SmackDown, and then next Saturday for Collision.
Don't forget the backlash is tomorrow night.
Oh, and tomorrow night for Backlash.
NXT.
We love you guys.
I'm Michael Paul. That's John Baxter. Good night.
Such an amazing day of action.